Hello everybody, this is Sunny Cortez of part of the Secretariat of SDO Marikina GAD Focal Point System or Gender and Development Focal Point System. At gusto kong batiin ang lahat ng mga participants ng activity sa araw na ito. Of course, I would like to inform you that sa panahon na to, we're also conducting the planning for 2023 and we're here in Subic Bay Metropolitan Authority here in Zambales, and it is my pleasure to be part of this activity as one of your invited speakers. So I'm going to discuss gender in health, no? Okay. This is what I'm going to share. So what is gender and health? And gender in health, gender and health. So basically, it is used to systematically identify differentials between groups of women and men, or difference between groups of women and men, whether related to sex or gender in terms of risk factors, exposures, and manifestations of ill health, severity and frequency of diseases, health-seeking behaviors, access to care, and experiences in healthcare settings. So this day, I'm going to discuss some of those things which are stated here, no? Especially in terms of ill health, severity, ano pa ba? Mga related issues on those things, no? So, let's continue. I'd like to share to you this presentation. This is actually a product of research of Gabinete Marie C. and Tadipa Ariel C. So, this is not my own work, but we would like to give credit to the authors of this work. Now, let's define health first. So, pag pinag-usapan natin ang health refers not only to the absence of disease or disability, but encompasses a person's state of complete physical, emotional, mental, and social well-being. So, of course, you might be asking, ano ba ang ibig sabihin ng well-being? Just to clarify that one. So, it's a state of health or happiness and or prosperity. So, mas malapit yung sa mga salitang state of health or happiness, no? Sa bahaging ito sa discussion na meron tayo ngayon. So, next. Actually, while we're having the recording, ang oras na ngayon ay 12 o'clock. 12 midnight. So, ayan. Kasi maraming ginagawa at ngayon pa lang natapos yung iba. So, kaya kailangan nating i-record ito. Now, let's continue. We're talking about men's health compared to women. So, kasi kung pag-uusapan natin ang gender in health and gender in health, may mga usapin sa kalusugan tungkol sa mga kababaihan at kalalakihan na maaaring hindi magkapareho, ano, in terms of data, in terms of experiences, at yan ang pag-uusapan natin ngayon. So, ang sabi dito, men's health compared to women, men may have higher rates of fatal illnesses. So, kanina nga nag-uusap kami, no? Just an example. Ilan ba, ang tinatanong ko kanina, ilan ba ang mga kalalakihan, for example, na nakakaranas ng mga sakit na related sa paninigarilyo? Ayan, kaysa sa mga kababaihan. So, isa yan. At ano pa yung mga fatal, nakakamatay na sakit, no? Na maaring nararanasan ng mga kalalakihan. At mas marami ba sa mga kalalakihan ang nakakaranas nito kaysa mga kababaihan? Next, men have more toxic occupational exposure kasi maraming possibility kung titingnan natin na dahil dun sa pag-iisip na meron pa kasi tayong tawag nito yung mga biases sa klase ng mga trabaho na minsan iniisip na ito ay panlalaki ang ganitong klaseng occupation, like halimbawa pagpipintura, paggamit ng mga chemicals, kung mga related sa ganito ang trabaho, usually ang nilalagay dyan ay lalaki, di ba? And because of that, they are exposed to more toxic occupational exposure. So that is only one yung binabanggit ko. Halimbawa yung sa pagpipintura o kaya pagmimix ng pintura, that is only one, At meron pa marami pang ibang mga occupations na nai-expose yung mga kalalakihan, because also of that bias or stereotype na this kind of work or this kind of job ay para sa mga kalalakihan. So, what else? Men have higher rates of injuries. So, kung ikaw ba naman, karamihan sa mga kalalakihan ay ikaw yung magtatrabaho doon na lilinisin mo yung salamin doon sa mga matatas na buildings, for example. So, they have the higher rate of possible injuries, because of those kind of thinking, because of that stereotype, because of that practice. Okay, so let's continue. Now, in terms of women's health, alam nyo ba that women live longer than men? Yes, and that's an average of 5 years longer, but they tend to be sicker than men. Meron ng ganyang findings, that women live longer than men. In general, yung mga kababaihan, mas mahaba ang buhay nila sa mga kalalakihan. An average of 5 years longer. But they tend to be sicker than men. So, mas sakitin ang mga kababaihan kaysa mga kalalakihan. Ayon yan sa research. So, kung titingnan naman natin dito, ito ay from 2005, 2010, 2015, 2020, 2025. Yun yung kinonsider na datos at saka yung trend, on life expectancy at birth of both sexes in years. That's from 2020 to 2025. So, kung makikita natin dito, halimbawa, ang nakita natin dito, itong ganitong kulay is for female, and then ito naman ay for male, yung blue. Makikita natin ang blue ay nasa baba. If we're talking about years, makikita natin dyan. Nasa baba yung lalaki. Pero ang sabi nga natin ay sa datos ay an average of 5 years. Mas nauuna yung mga kalalakihan. Yung life expectancy, maabot ng bawa kung 64 dito, ayun, 70 ang mga kababaihan pwedeng umabot ng 70, samantalang mga kalalakihan ay 64. Dito naman is 66 at pwedeng sa mga kalalakihan at 71, sa mga kababaihan. 67 dito at pwedeng umabot ng 73 sa mga kalalakihan. Sa mga kababaihan is 68.81, sa mga kalalakihan ay balik yata. Sa mga kalalakihan ay 68.81, samantalang sa mga kalalakihan ay 74.34. And here, 70 sa mga kalalakihan at 75.54 sa mga kababaihan. So that's the life expectancy, at birth of both sexes in years from 2000 to 2025. Sunod tayo on maternal mortality. So, kung titingnan natin ayon sa latest family health survey conducted by actually hindi na to latest sa ngayon by NSO in 2011 revealed that for every alam nyo ba to? For every 100,000 live births in the Philippines, no, sa panganganak, no, 221 mothers die during pregnancy and childbirth or shortly after the childbirth. So, ang dami, no? So, 100,000 na nanganganak. 221 mothers die during pregnancy and childbirth or shortly after childbirth. So kung makikita natin dito, magkaiba syempre ang karanasan ng mga kababaihan at saka mga kalalakihan in terms of that experience, kasi syempre ang nanganganak ay mga kababaihan. Habang siguro excited na makita ng tatay ang kanyang anak, no? Habang umiinom-inom pa, no? Ang mga magulang, ang mga nanay na nagdi-deliver, sa 100,000 ay merong namamatay dyan na 221 mothers died during pregnancy and childbirth or shortly after childbirth. And then dito naman, the ratio of maternal deaths to live births increased in 2011 from an estimated of 162 deaths from the Family Planning Survey in 2006 to 172 deaths from the National Demographic and Health Survey in 1998 and 2009 deaths from the National Demographic Survey or NDS conducted in 1993. So makikita natin kung ilan. Grabe. So let's continue. Now let's talk about the contraceptives. Basically may dalawa tayong pinag-uusapan dyan in terms of contraceptive use. Meron tayong tinatawag na traditional methods, no? At meron tayong tinatawag na modern methods. Now, when we talk about traditional methods, we talk about withdrawal. Alam na natin yun. Before coitus, before climax, before coitus. Ano pa bang terminology dyan? Wini-withdraw na, no? And then yung calendar, written method, periodic absence. So within that, how many days? 28 days ba? Ano ba yung period kung saan halimbawa ang babae is fertile and not fertile? Okay? And for the modern methods, we have the female ligation. Ayan. And then we have the IUD. And that's ano nga ito, Sir Juni, ang IUD?
Intrauterine devices. Intrauterine device.
Oo. So, and then itong injectables, yung pills at saka condoms. So, we'll discuss that in the next slide. Ito na siya. Sa modern method like yung ligation, so paano yan? It's a surgical procedure for sterilization in which a woman's fallopian tube are clamped. Yan makikita natin dyan. No, they're clamped. No? And blocked of severed and sealed. That's why di na makakadaan doon ang egg cell, no? At hindi na rin makakapasok yung sperm cell, kaya hindi magkakaroon ng pag-unite yung dalawa, no? Because of that. So the other one is yung IUD, yung binanggit natin kanina, yung intrauterine device or IUD or coil. Is a small contraceptive device, often T-shaped, often containing either copper or levonorgestrel, which is inserted into the uterus. So, katulad nito, ang halimbawa na makikita ninyo. It's inserted in T-shape that also blocks the, tawag nito, yung pag-meet ng sperm and egg para matuloy ang pagbubuntis ng isang babae. Of course, we know what's a condom. It's a barrier device that may be used during sexual intercourse, no? Ganun din. Para hindi pa rin mag-meet ang sperm at saka egg. And of course, the pills and injectable are used for birth control. So, that's it, no, for the modern and the modern and traditional methods, ayan, of contraceptive use. Now, for health services, makikita natin dito, ilan lang ba ang, in general, from 0 to 4 years ba ito? Ayan, age groups, no? Kung titingnan natin, ang mga kalalakihan at kababaihan, so, itong red represents the males, no? While itong light blue na to ay represents the females. Kung tingnan natin sa 0 to 4, halos pareho lang. Nagpapacheck up pa yan dyan, no? Nagko-consult pa. Pero from 5 to 15 years old, nag-iba yan. So, kalimitan, mga kababaihan kaysa sa mga kalalakihan. And then from 16 to 44, all the more, mas kababaihan ang nagko-consult kaysa sa mga kalalakihan. 45 to 64, ganun din. Mga kababaihan pa rin kaysa mga kalalakihan. Pero 66 to 74, more or less ganun pa rin. Ang nagko-consult usually mga kababaihan. Pero medyo nabaliktad pagdating dito sa 75 and over. Since nakaramdam na siguro ng mga sakit, no, hindi na katulad dati, medyo nakinig na ngayon at nagpapa-consult na rin. Mas mataas pa ang mga kalalakihan kaysa mga kababaihan, no? So yan yung trend, no, in terms of our health. Now, ito ay very alarming, and supposedly this has to be we have to continue doing the information dissemination and how is it? Yes, about the number of people who are infected by human immunodeficiency virus, itong HIV. So, ito yung mga cases that we have, no? Number of male cases. And then, kung titingnan natin, ito naman ay number of female cases. Kapag titingnan natin, mas marami yung mga kalalakihan who were affected kaysa sa mga kababaihan. At kung makikita natin dyan, itong kulay na to ay that represents from 1980 to 2008, while itong kulay na to represents 2009. This one, no, represents 2010, and then 2011 ay yung green, no, and 2013 ay yung yellow. So kung titingnan natin, ito ay tungkol sa mga edad, no. This one is from 15 to 19 years old. So that's it. While pagdating dito sa 20 to 24, biglaan, kung makikita natin, ang pinakamarami sa both sa mga kababaihan at kalalakihan ay yung age 25 to 29. Pero alam nyo ba na mas pabata na ngayon ang affected nitong HIV, no? And then, kung titingnan mo, 30 to 34, 35 to 39, 40 to 44, 45 to 49, hanggang 50 years old. Grabe. Even. Grabe, no? Kung makikita natin. Ito rin yung mga panahon na sexually active yung mga tao, no? Now, if we are not going to continue informing people about this situation, about the data, about the information, mas marami pang mga tao ang pwedeng ma-infect, no? At since at present, mas pabata ng pabata at napakabilis ang paglaganap ng ganitong klaseng infection, medyo talagang mapanganib kapag hindi natin alam, at kung hindi natin alam protektahan yung ating sarili. Of course, aside from other things, yung teenage pregnancy ay isa sa mga usapin, no? Hindi lang sa National Capital Region. Alam naman natin ang Amerikina ay isa sa may mataas na datos ng mga maagang nabubuntis, no? At syempre, nabubuntis at nakakabuntis, no? That supposedly at the time, hindi pa yun ang focus ng mga kababaihan, mga kalalakihan na maging nanay na si nene, no? O kaya tatay na si, anong tawag ba sa kanila? Ayan. Napaka-challenging noon dahil siyempre bata pa, tapos meron na ng anak, kasi isipin mo pang kinabukasan ng anak or mga anak. So, alam naman natin that supposedly we have to discover and develop our potentials, and then later on to become, to develop ourselves and contribute meaningfully to building the nation. But if that's the kind of experience that we have, paano na tayo makakapag-contribute sa ating lipunan? Now, let's proceed to the number of HIV/AIDS cases reported in the Philippines by year January 1984 to May 2013, with a total number of respondents itong 13,594. So as you can see, no, talagang steady yung pagtaas, no? May mga parts lang dito na medyo may mga pagkakaiba, no? Reported kasi ito ibig sabihin may mga cases dito na hindi reported, pero dito pagdating sa bahaging ito, patas ng patas at biglang bumulusok patas, no? So, what we are saying is if we look at the data, it continuously goes up. And if we will not really inform people about this situation, a lot more will be infected and will be victimized by ignorance, or by ignorance, by not knowing the data, the reality about all these things that we are discussing. Okay, so yan ang ating mga references dyan. Gender and health, yan. We also got the meaning of some of the terminologies from the Google. Now, what's the point? At the end of everything, of course, mga kababaihan, mga kalalakihan, especially those of the adolescent stage, we have to be informed on the trends and the data about men and women sa iba't ibang bahagi or phases ng journey ng isang tao, including adolescent and adulthood, no? Because supposedly itong ganitong mga klaseng datos and information ay dapat makatulong sa pagbigay ng tamang impormasyon sa tao para mag-decide para sa kanyang sarili, para pangalagaan ang kanyang kalusugan, babae man yan or lalaki, ayon sa nakita nating mga trends, mga datos, para alagaan ang kanyang sarili, and hopefully in the process is to take care of himself or herself, his health or her health, and so that we could continue to develop ourselves, our potentials, and later on contribute meaningfully to building the nation. Kasi ano naman ang saysay ng pag-alam natin ng mga datos na to at mga trend kung hindi ito makatulong sa atin at gawin tayo ma-improve yung ating pagkatao at makatulong tayo sa pagpapaunlad hindi lang ng ating sarili, ng ating pamilya, kung hindi ng ating bansa. So mga kaibigan, maraming salamat. Sana ay may natutunan kayo o may napulot kayo dito sa ating sharing on gender and health. Gender in health. Maraming salamat. This is Sunny Cortez, and once again, thank you very much for listening. See you very soon. Thank you, and bye for now.